Secretary, head table, elected and appointed officials, spouses and guests, and most importantly, alumni of Leadership Brownsville. Welcome, and we're so glad to have you here tonight, and we're certainly glad to be proud of Leadership Brownsville. I have been asked to make a few comments on behalf of our class. I am honored because anyone in our class could be here and do a fantastic job. We all have our reasons for wanting to be in Leadership Brownsville, but I believe the most compelling reason is to give back to the community in which we live and work. Actually, this was my second leadership class. I have participated in one in Athens, Tennessee, years ago. It was their initial class. We had been living in Athens for a number of years, and going through that class, it really opened up my eyes to all the city had to offer. It was a great experience. This time, my wife and I have been in Brownsville for less than 2 years. When the opportunity presented to be a member of Leadership Brownsville, I jumped at the chance. I knew it would accelerate my understanding and knowledge of our community. I was not disappointed, and I know that none of my classmates were disappointed either. We learned about the community, what Brownsville has to offer for families, businesses, and overall way of life. We greatly benefited from being exposed to all facets of Brownsville, how the city operates, and what Brownsville means to the Rio Grande Valley, to Texas, and to our neighbors to the south. The members of our class were all leaders before we got into Leadership Brownsville. Some of us were friends and acquaintances, but most of us started out as strangers to each other. Leadership Brownsville gave us the opportunity to come together. Every leadership class takes on its own personality, and we were no exception. We have leaders who own their own business and are working hard to keep it successful. We have leaders who work for small and some large companies. We have young leaders who are beginning their careers. And we have some seasoned leaders with a touch of gray. I know what you are thinking. Who is he trying to fool? A touch of gray? I really appreciated the size of our class and the diversity we brought to each meeting and session. It was fun to watch us work through our decision-making process when we looked at our community service project. Just like other classes, we have some strong personalities. But in the end, we came together and achieved a common consensus. Because of our varied backgrounds and interests, we decided to split a large community projects into 3 smaller projects. However, none of these were small projects. The projects gave us a chance to see a cross-section of Brownsville. In December, we worked with the CASA Foster Children's Christmas Program. In January and February, we helped families through the Mutual Self-Help and Boots Housing Program build their own hopes, build their own homes, and hopefully a better life here in Brownsville. April, we worked with the Brownsville Beautification Committee to make people aware and educate them on the litter problems that we have in our community. All of these projects were important to our class, and different class members took leadership roles in coordinating our efforts. As a class, we benefited from participating in all of them. Also, we look forward to getting together on our monthly community session. We enjoy learning about Brownsville and what the community had to offer. Each of us has our own special memories. Let me share some of mine. I'm in healthcare, and our October session gave me a chance to visit some of our sister healthcare facilities in Brownsville. And I really appreciated it, and I learned a lot. November was law enforcement. I was impressed with how dedicated our law enforcement officials are to the community. I will not forget walking into the Brownsville Border Patrol office and then into their control room. There were Border Patrol officers monitoring these huge monitors and cameras zooming in and out along the border. It was quite impressive.